Considering all the double-digit blowouts we've had on Thursday Night Football, I've got to admit, last night, Patriots-Jets, actually pretty damn entertaining. I mean, certainly kept you glued to the TV screen till the very last play of the game. And as I pointed out in yesterday's video, the Patriots are not as good as they had looked the previous 2 weeks. They're certainly not as bad as they looked when they got destroyed by Kansas City, but they're just an average team. And the Jets, well, they're the Jets. I mean, they should start looking for Rex Ryan's replacement now if they didn't start 2 weeks ago, because why would you have Rex back? And Geno Smith, I mean, okay, he had some moments last night, but you need more than just occasional flashes, occasional moments to be a successful winning NFL quarterback. So the college games, Virginia Tech showed once again that they could not win at Heinz Field against Pittsburgh. So the Panthers start off 3-0. They lose 3 straight games, including, I'm still not sure how they lost outright at home to Akron, laying 21 points. And then they beat Virginia Tech, a Virginia Tech team that earlier this year went into the Horseshoe in Columbus and took care of business against Ohio State. Go figure. Hey, we've got 2 more college games here on tap tonight. One of them I'm going to give you a free pick on. It's going to be your contest between Boise State and Fresno State. For the other big play, look no further than Steve Buden's Cali Cartel. I've certainly talked enough about them over the past 3 or 4 weeks. His #1 football crew going for football winner number 12 out of 14 this season, with their 100-dime winner number 5 in a row on Houston and Temple, and you save $70 by using coupon code AAC, because that's the initials of the conference those 2 teams play in, American Athletic Conference. Listen, it matches their 3rd straight Monday night 100-dime winner, which you got on the 49ers over St. Louis for $44, a savings of $75 off the regular price, and it's twice as strong as their then 6th consecutive 50-dime winner last Saturday with Marshall over Middle Tennessee State, a play you got for $39, saving $70 off the regular price. So again, you save $70 tonight, and you use coupon code AAC. All your other promos, if you happen to be watching this video report early, will be available no later than 1 o'clock Eastern time on the home page. Okay, let's break down this game between Fresno State and Boise State. Listen, Fresno State is finding out that when you don't have Derek Carr, things don't quite work as well, especially offensively. This was a team that last year under Carr's guidance, a senior quarterback, averaged over 43 points a game. This year, they're averaging 28.7. But listen, if you take away the 56 points they scored on an FCS school, Southern Utah, they're averaging just a tick over 24 points a game. Their quarterback, Brian Burrell, has been nothing, just average at best. But then again, he's playing behind an offensive line that isn't the greatest. This is a team that, in terms of red zone efficiency on offense, they're ranked 107th in the nation. That's among 125 Division 1A schools, guys. And in terms of third down conversion, they've only managed to convert on 31% of their tries. Well, that ranks them 114th in the nation. Now, let's take a look at the other side of the ball. Once again, 125 Division 1A schools, okay? This team is 123, third from the bottom, 123rd ranked in terms of pass efficiency defense. This secondary has been scorched for 19 touchdowns, coming up with just 4 interceptions. They've allowed 60-some% completions and over 1,800 yards. And this is a team, of course, that last Friday, you may recall, playing at Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas, they were a 9.5 to 10-point favorite at UNLV, a UNLV team that had 1 win this season, and it was by 1 point, I think, over Northern Colorado, perhaps, had lost its other 5 games by significant margins, most of them in double-digit routes, came into that game as the 9.5 to 10-point dog, jumped out to the early double-digit lead, and then hung on for the 30-27 win over these Bulldogs, snapping their winning streak at the time. So now Fresno finds itself in Boise. Listen, this is not the Boise State offensive powerhouse that you may remember from the past decade when Chris Peterson was there. They are coming off a 51-point explosion and a 51-46 win over Nevada, but that was preceded by a 28-14 loss at Air Force, which was one of the most shocking games a few weeks back. But their 2 prior home games, they beat UL Lafayette 38-21, and they beat Colorado State 27-24. But I look at this game, and I see this big number at 17, and I see a Fresno State team, based on what I just told you, hasn't been able to consistently get in the into the end zone. Hell, they haven't even had a consistent place kicker. Their place kicker has only tried 4 field goals this season. He's missed 2 of them. So they don't have much to bank on there. And defensively, they haven't been able to stop too many folks, okay? Fresno State has failed to cover 4 in a row as a dog. And this is a big revenge game for Boise State. And listen, Boise State wins tonight. They have the potential to run the table for the rest of their schedule because there's not a lot of meaningful opponents there. But last year, Derek Carr led Fresno in a barn burner 41-40 playing at home. Well, now Boise playing at home certainly has revenge on its mind. Boise has won and covered 7 of the last 8 teams meetings in this series. I found this as one of those statistical anomalies that, handicappers will often cite. And I'm throwing it out there not because it has any big significance, because listen, any stat that I give you siding with one team, I assure you I can find 3 or 4 backing the other team to counterbalance them, okay? But this is kind of cute. The favorite is 6-1 against the spread in Fresno State's games this season, 6-1. The most meaningful thing I think I can tell you here, other than the defensive problems and the offensive problems that Fresno State has coming into this game, is the fact that Boise is coming off the bye, playing at home, where Fresno on the road the second straight week, playing in altitude, and coming off a devastating loss to UNLV, a team that it should have blown out by double digits. So if I had to play the game, I'm going to go with Boise State minus the points. Personally, I think the best bet tonight is the Temple-Houston game, to be honest with you, okay? And listen, last weekend, I had a miserable weekend. I haven't had many miserable days, miserable weekends, period, over the past couple of months. But I lost a rare 20-dimer in college football with Texas A&M. I was on the wrong side of the Giants-Eagles total on Sunday night. That was a 10-dime loser. But since then, boom, 4 straight winning days. And, I told you in Monday's video report that you can't chase. You can't force plays. Guys that do that, not only handicappers, but I'm talking about gamblers. I mean, that is just a recipe for disaster. So my goal, I'd won so many weeks in a row after losing last Saturday, Sunday, I had to get it back in small pieces, and that's exactly what I've done. Hit a 10-dimer on the 49ers on Monday night, 10-dimer in baseball on Tuesday on the Royals, 5-dimer on the Royals on Wednesday, 10-dimer last night on the Giants, and boom, suddenly 35 dimes of profit comes right back into my pocket. And I'm back on the winning streak again. And look, I can't really complain anyway, whether I'd won or lost last night, because the reality is I've won 35 of the last 55 days. So anyway, that's what's going on. In terms of the free pick run, 50-37 with the play on Oregon State pending as I do this report in the middle of the night. So there you have it. Those are the numbers. I wish you best of luck, guys. And I will talk to you again on Saturday morning when I return here by 10 a.m. Eastern time with all your Saturday free selections and a rundown of who's hot and who's not. Until then, take it easy, and I hope you win some money tonight.